Hello and welcome to Stoneworks Open Enrollment. My name is Lisi Steinbaum and my company, the Cornerstone Insurance Group, is pleased to be working with you this year on your employee benefits. This presentation will discuss all your benefits for the plan year July 2017 through June of 2018. They are all offered to you this year from the Aetna Insurance Company. Don't forget, open enrollment is now, and your enrollment forms must be turned into the HR department by Friday, June 16th. Let's get started. Health insurance has many terms that can be confusing. We have found that understanding your costs and benefits and estimating the price of a visit to the doctor becomes much easier once you are able to make sense of the terminology. For those of you who have been covered by individual health insurance in the past, you may have been both the policyholder and the insured. However, for group health insurance, your employer will typically be the policyholder and you will be the insured. As you probably know, a premium is the amount of money charged by an insurance company for coverage. Stoneworks pays part of your premium for your coverage, and you pay part of the premium. The premium is deducted from your paycheck before taxes are calculated, so that saves lots of tax dollars. A copayment or a copay is a fixed amount you pay for a covered health care service, usually when you get the service. The amount can vary by the type of covered health care service offered. Your plan copays are listed on the materials that you received and later on in this presentation. Deductibles are useful for keeping the cost of your insurance lower. The amount varies by plan, with lower deductibles typically associated with higher premiums. The deductible applies to inpatient and outpatient surgery, MRIs, CAT scans, x-rays, and lab work. This year, you have two insurance plans to choose from, one with a higher deductible and one with a lower deductible. Here is an example of how a deductible works. John has a health plan with a $1,000 deductible. John falls off his roof and has to have 3 knee surgeries, the first of which is $800. Because John hasn't paid anything toward his deductible yet this year, and because the $800 surgery isn't as high as the $1,000 deductible, John is responsible for 100% of his surgery. So John has to pay the full $800. Coinsurance is your share of the costs of a covered health care service calculated as a percent of the allowed amount for that service. You pay coinsurance plus any deductibles you still owe for a covered health service. Here's another example of how coinsurance works. John's second surgery occurs in the same plan year as his first and costs $3,200. Because he has already paid $800 toward his $1,000 annual deductible, John is responsible for $200 of his second surgery. After that, he has now met his deductible, and his carrier will cover 80% of the remaining costs. So that's a total of $2,400. So John will still be responsible for 20%, or $600 of the remaining costs. John's third surgery occurs in the same plan year, and he goes and has to be concerned now with his out-of-pocket maximum. The out-of-pocket maximum is the most that you should ever have to pay for your health care during a year, excluding the monthly premium. It protects you from very high medical expenses. After you reach the out-of-pocket maximum, your health insurance pays 100%. Here is another example. John's third surgery in the same year as his first two and costs a total of $8,000. John has already met his deductible, so he only needs to pay coinsurance on this surgery up to the plan's out-of-pocket maximum of $3,000. Because John has already met $1,600 right there of his out-of-pocket maximum on previous surgeries, he only needs to spend another $1,400 before he hits his out-of-pocket maximum. Once he hits it, his plan covers the remaining costs. Therefore, John's coinsurance total for the third surgery is $1,400, the 20% of coinsurance costs up to $3,000 maximum, and his plan's total is $6,600. Now, moving forward, any more expenses John has will be covered in full by his insurance plan. Preventive care refers to measures taken to prevent chronic illnesses. Wellness exams, medical tests, immunizations, screening tests, preventive medications, and any other services that would prevent disease all qualify as preventive care. Under the ACA, health insurance policies must provide coverage for a range of preventive services, may not charge co-payments, deductibles, or coinsurance for those. Let's talk now about a preventive care example. Mary schedules an appointment with her in-network healthcare provider for an annual physical and biannual mammogram. Because Mary is eligible for these preventative services under the ACA Preventive Care Coverage Guidelines, the total cost of the visit is covered by her health insurance. She pays zero out of pocket. Now that you've finally learned all of these terms, let's talk about your benefits in particular. This year, you have two health plans to choose from, a high deductible and a low deductible. The high deductible has a $2,500 deductible if one person is enrolled and a $5,000 deductible if one or more persons are enrolled. On this plan only, if more than one person is enrolled, the whole $5,000 must be met by one or more persons before the deductible is met. Once you meet your deductible on the low deductible plan, or the high deductible plan, the coinsurance is 20% of the cost of the coverage until you meet your out-of-pocket max of $5,500. Please remember that you will not incur deductible or coinsurance if you simply go to the doctor's appointments and your annual well person exam. The low deductible plan has a $1,000 deductible if one person is enrolled and a $2,000 deductible for any more than one person. On this plan, each person enrolled has her own $1,000 deductible, and you do not have to meet the family deductible in order to satisfy that requirement. Once you meet your deductible, you will not have to pay any coinsurance. The coinsurance is 0%. The only way you might meet your out-of-pocket maximum of $4,000 is if you, have an extenuating circumstances of copays that might get you to $4,000, but we highly do not anticipate that. Again, please remember that you will not incur deductible if you simply go to the doctor's appointments and annual well person exam. Your health care plan cost. Below is the cost you will pay per paycheck for each plan. Your high deductible health plan is on this column, and your low deductible health plan is on this column. So if you're an employee only, you pay more to have a lower deductible. And if you're a family, you pay this amount to have a high deductible plan. This is a one-time exciting bonus that Stoneworks is providing you. They are offering a one-time $100 credit, which will be applied towards your weekly medical premium deduction. This applies to those employees if you get or have already received your yearly wellness physical within the time frame July 1st of 16 through September 30th of 2017. In order to receive this credit, you must send documentation to the HR department in Bedford Heights, Ohio, or email Amy Moses at stoneworksltd.com. For new employees, you will have 2 months from the date of your enrollment in the plan to receive your wellness physical. Let's talk now about your dental insurance. Your dental insurance from Aetna will help pay for dental care and includes regular checkups, cleaning, x-rays, and certain services required to promote general dental health. Here are the specifics about your plan. Your annual deductible for an individual is $50 and for a family $150. Your plan year maximum is $1,000. That is your maximum benefit in any given plan year. Your preventative services, so your checkups, are covered in full. Basic services are covered at the deductible, and then you pay 20%. Major services, you pay the deductible and then 50%. This plan does not offer orthodontia coverage. Here are the paycheck costs for you to purchase dental coverage. This is per paycheck, depending on how you enroll. Next, let's talk about your vision insurance from Aetna. It entitles you to specific eye care benefits defined in this slide and in your detailed materials. Vision insurance policies cover routine eye exams and other procedures and provide dollar amounts or discounts for the purchase of eyeglass or contact lenses. Your in-network vision benefits are as follows. An eye exam costs $10 and lenses cost $25. If you need frames, the plan will allow for $130 plus 20% of the additional cost over $130. Don't forget, this is just in-network benefits. If your contact lenses are medically necessary, they are covered in full. And every 12 months, you can have an eye exam and new lenses or contacts. And every 24 months, you can get new frames. The cost for you to purchase vision insurance is listed here. This is a per paycheck deduction. Other types of insurance benefits that Stoneworks offers are long-term disability and life insurance. The life insurance protects against financial hardship after the death of the insured by paying out a lump sum to beneficiaries upon the insured's death. Death benefits from all types of life insurance are generally free from income tax. Stoneworks covers each full-time employee with a $25,000 life policy as long as you're employed by Stoneworks. The disability insurance protects the insured against a disability. With this kind of insurance, you are awarded a disability benefit as a partial replacement of income lost due to illness or injury. LTD insurance protects workers if they become disabled for a prolonged period of time prior to retirement. Your LTD policy starts paying on the 91st day after an illness or injury. You will be paid up to 60% of your monthly wages, up to $5,000 a month. And please see your Aetna detailed materials for more detail. We have an employee assistance program as well. It is offered to all employees and immediate family members at no charge to you. It is a completely confidential counseling program that covers issues such as marital and family concerns, depression, substance abuse, grief and loss, financial entanglements, and other personal stressors. There is no charge to you, and this is completely confidential. Please see the information provided during open enrollment on how to use the Employee Assistance Program. Finally, the steps to enroll in your Stoneworks employee benefits are as follows. Make sure that you have reviewed all of the summary of the benefits, all of the details that have been handed out to you, and that you understand the information presented in this video. As I said earlier, open enrollment is now. Please turn in your forms to HR by Friday, June 16th. If you have further questions after viewing this video and reviewing the materials provided, you may call the benefits hotline. The number is 1-877-908-8989, and it is going to be available this Monday, June 12th from 4 to 7, and Tuesday, June 13th from 11 to 2 p.m. I hope this has been helpful for you. We thank you very much, and we look forward to a healthy year.